Harley would be out with Ivy. They would be having the time of their lives out on the town. This was a few years after she left Joker, and she was doing great as her own female villain. However, something were to happen. As Harley and Ivy were out, suddenly, their car would blow up. Ivy would be able to use the plants to protect her, but Harley was too late. As suddenly she would wake up in a new world. The Hazbin world. As she saw the red sky and everything around her, she would look and see her skin permanently white. Basically, she looked pretty normal for herself. Not a lot about her changed since, well, she already would look like a sinner. However, this time she had powers. She was much faster than before and even more agile than before. And she could even do something that no one else could, as she could shoot laugh gas at people. She hated this power since it was just like Mr. J. But this is her story, not his. Harley was going to make her own path in life, and she knew what to do. She was going to sow some chaos, even if she was in the afterlife. As she smirked, she pulled out a bat, and it was time to get serious. As Harley Quinn would start to go to the criminal underworld, she didn't really know who to work for at first, but she heard about this guy named Val. He controlled a lot of things. And, well, Val had a little ring going on. If she can trick him, use her, good looks, and then stab him in the back right at the last second, she can take over his underworld. That was her plan. As one night, Val would be in the club enjoying himself as Harley Quinn would walk up to him.
Suddenly, Valentino would look at Harley Quinn, as he would say, "Oh, what's up? I would like a job." I could have asked for it normally, but I thought about going to the big man himself would make me more noticeable. Suddenly, Valentino would smile and say, "Do you want to meet privately?" As Harley Quinn would agree, as Valentino walked into a room with Harley Quinn. But what he didn't know was he just made the biggest mistake he could have ever made. As Harley Quinn would then begin to flirt with Val, and Val's ego got the best of him. He thought he was going to have this hot girl, and she had so much spunk, so much potential. This could be a new Angel. This could be someone to compete with Angel, because his place was full of LGBTQ members, but some people weren't. This could attract the straight crowd and maybe some of the lesbian crowd. He could do really well with Harley Quinn. He knew it. As Harley Quinn began to show himself to him, they started to get intimate. But then, when Valentino was distracted, Harley Quinn had her bat and dice with tons of curses, as then she hit Val with it again and again and again and again, causing him to be knocked out. Harley didn't want to get rid of him. Not for good anyway. She wanted to have him suffer, as then she tied him up and began to drag him away.
Suddenly, Valentino would wake up in special chains, not able to break free, as he said, "How did you get these?" "I know a gal, Camilla Carmine. We got close. You see, Harley Quinn's been here for a couple months, planning her time, planning her scheme, as she wants to become famous. She wants to take out Val, take his money, or take his place. She wants to make a name for herself here." As Harley Quinn would look and say, "You see, I have my ways, and I've been hiding in the shadows, becoming influential in secret. Now with you, I can sell you for ransom, or just destroy you for good. Whatever fits me the best." Val would say, "If you sold me for ransom, you really think we would let you go?" Probably not. "So you're saying it's best to destroy you for good?" "I agree." Val would say, "Oh wait, I didn't mean it like that. I just meant, As then, Harley would hit Val with a bat, knocking him out, as she would take him to Camilla Carmine. As she knocked on the door, she would open it and see that Val was tied up. Camilla would say, "What the heck are you doing?" "Oh, the V's threatened you last time. I bet this could give some..." As Camilla Carmine would say, "That may be true, but this is insane. The V's would go right after us if they discover what we did." As Val would wake up tied to ropes, he says, "I'll get you with this, you B-words. I will destroy you. I will F you up. I will make sure that all of you no longer..." As in, Harley Quinn says, "Wow, he talks a lot." As she would just bring him in. As Camilla Carmine would say, "What do you want?" "I heard that Velvet didn't really like him that much, but Vox and him also have a romantic relationship. If we can help Velvet out, my plan is to get rid of him and for Velvet to sponsor me into joining the V's. After all, I'm sure she'll be thrilled to get rid of him. And will also pay her handsomely, of course. And with me and the V's, you don't have to worry about a turf war. Camilla Carmine sat down as she began to think about this, as she said, very well, that plan could work. Camilla Carmine began to wonder this. The V's have been a pain in her backside for quite a while now. She's represented the old overlord. She's been able to keep the peace. And the new ones have been more and more uppity recently. And, well, having Harley Quinn there would definitely help things out. But then Camilla Carmine look at her and say, why do you want this? After all, shouldn't you want to get back to her, to Ivy? Harley would look down and say, she'll come back for me, I know it, even in a place like this. But until then, I want to make a name for myself because, well, I'm one bad A girl. As then Camilla Carmine would simply laugh and say, very well, let's do it. As Camilla Carmine and Harley Quinn would then dispose of Val. As the days come, Velvet and Vox were extremely worried until one day Velvet would show up to a meeting. So what is this about, you old bag? Camilla Carmine would say, I have something you might want to know about. We got rid of Val. She would say, what? Why would you tell me this? This could start a stir war. Exactly. And you could be better off with a replacement. As suddenly Harley Quinn would smile as she would walk through that door. As Velvet would look and say, really? This is the girl? This is the person you want to replace Val with? Now, I didn't really like Val, but she's literally a clown. Harley would say, I'm more than just a clown. If you don't believe me, let me prove it. As in, she would hit her bat against the ground, causing electricity to come from it. And then she shot out a little laugh gas, causing Velvet to laugh. And then she stopped. As she said, all right, I get it. What are your accomplishments besides taking out Val? As she told him that she robbed a few banks and that she's done other accomplishments here and there. Velvet would be hesitant, but she would decide to agree and let Harley Quinn take Val's place. As Harley Quinn was sworn in Val's place, she did very well. She was way smarter with business, and she knew how to use her products very well. And she treated Angel a bit better since, she wasn't really that attracted to him. She just kind of let him do his own thing, and Angel didn't really mind. After all, he was free from Val, but he still went to his business to, make some money. And everyone was happy except for Vox. Vox missed Val. Vox could tell someone was up. He hated Harley Quinn. Vox missed Valentino. He missed them deeply. Valentino and them had an on and off relationship. And, well, he would never say he loved him, but maybe he did. After all, these months have been hard without him. Velvet always had a secret weapon up her sleeve, and she said that was Harley Quinn, and gave her a bunch of validity to take Val's place. Val was defeated on Extermination Day. That was the story anyway, but Vox didn't buy it. He knew Harley Quinn had something to do with it, but he couldn't prove it. If he went after her without being able to prove it, the other two divisions would go after him. But if he could prove it somehow, maybe he could rally Val's old supporters for him. But Val didn't have a lot of supporters. He wasn't that popular. He only had one big supporter, him. So that's when he realized something. He was going to have to take vengeance on Harley Quinn by himself. As Vox would invite Harley Quinn for a very special meeting, for them both to get to know each other, and for them both to, work on a case together. But what Harley Quinn didn't know is a trap. When Harley Quinn walked in, there was nothing around, not even Vox, nothing but TVs. Suddenly, wires appeared everywhere. They started to grab Harley and begin to pull her apart. As Vox walked in, I know what you did to Val, and I will avenge him. I will avenge the person you took from me. Harley said, oh, you cared about that toxic bastard. I cared about someone called Mr. J. Maybe I can help you out. I don't care who Mr. J is, but your time is over. But then suddenly something would happen. Vox started to laugh as he was about to do it. He was about to avenge Val, when suddenly vines would appear out of nowhere and grab Vox and snap him in half. As Harley Quinn would look and see Ivy walk through a portal. God, it took me forever to find you. As Harley Quinn and Ivy ran over and hugged each other, they then kissed and said, come on, let's get out of here. As then Velvet walked in and says, you can't just destroy my lieutenant and then just leave. I can, because I did. Harley Quinn and Ivy walked out. As Velvet would start to yell and cry, damn it, Val and Vox is gone. I guess it's just one V now. As then Harley Quinn and Ivy would leave together and be together, part of their happy romantic relationship. as this was more like just a vacation for Harley Quinn.
And that's going to leave this off. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you didn't know, the Harley Quinn show is one of my favorite shows. Every time a season comes out, I watch it. I absolutely love the Harley Quinn show. And yeah, let me know what you think of the Harley Quinn show down in the comments below. And what is your favorite Harley Quinn? The DC Comics, the movie, or the TV show? I'll do a poll later on my channel. But if you didn't see that poll, please answer in the comments below. Also, who's your favorite supervillain? Because villains are way more fun than the heroes, let's be honest. My favorite supervillain would always be Joker. Joker's my favorite guy. And people I remember one person who was people say Joker's the best villain, but he treats Harley Quinn awful. Well, yeah, he's a villain. He's an awful person, And I like him because his relationship with Batman's so complicated, Most villains be happy if Batman pairs, but he loves Batman. He wants Batman, I said he wants Batman like I'm shipping him, but I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean it. I know you could take that out of context, but I didn't mean it like that. But yeah. But I really like how Harley Quinn left the Joker and went with Poison Ivy because I think they're a very great relationship. I think their ship is very powerful, very awesome. I absolutely love and adore how they're together. Honestly, I just love it a lot. I think Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy have a lot of chemistry, and the Harley Quinn show really brings up a lot of points. It brings up a lot of questions, and it saturates all the characters in a comedic way, but it still feels DC. It feels amazing, honestly. I highly recommend that show if you have not seen it. Also, someone asked, if we do more female characters. Some of you guys have been asking that, and honestly, it's not because I don't like female characters, because there's not a lot of... There needs to be more hero and female heroes and villains. I mean, there are a few, there's Catwoman, there's Poison Ivy, there's Harley Quinn, and not even the DC world. There's Medusa, if you want to count Greek mythology villains. There's all kinds of villains out there, But here's the thing. If I told you to name 10 villains, the majority of those villains would be male. And that's just a fact, There's way more male villains than female villains, even though females make up 50% of the population. Or some countries even more than that. So yeah, there's just more male. And that's because back when comic books were made, females didn't have all those rights and stuff. And there's even countries where females don't have a lot of rights. And even in America, we got to work to change things because things are not, fair for females all the time, So yeah, we definitely need to change things. We definitely need more female villains and female heroes and things like that. And we have some great ones. We have Wonder Woman, We have Joystick, which is a female Marvel villain, but, we need more. We need more female heroes and villains. Let me know what you think about that, and let me know who your favorite female hero or female villain is in the comments below. Peace out. Love you.